Hello, friends. Welcome to your YouTube daily reading. I'll be working to get these out earlier so that you can actually start your day with these. But I suppose you can always watch them at lunch or really whenever you come across it, right? The message is the message. Or you could start tomorrow with it. That's fine too. I know I just like to have some kind of message for the day. So let's see what this message is. I've got one that popped out so far. Grab that. All right, Four of Swords. Just kind of guarding her heart there. This is the Light Seer's Tarot deck. I really love the art in this one. I don't usually do that, but okay. We'll roll with it. One more. There we go. Okay. Pick those up. I'll be right back. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in reverse, and with that Nine of Cups in reverse, actually the Justice fell out too. So, surprise little fourth card in there. That's kind of nice sometimes. What I'm seeing is, like, in this Four of Swords, you've been kind of in this restful place, and you know, it's a necessary time to be purposeful in your rest and to recharge and to, you know, turn your attention and your efforts back towards yourself, right? So pouring yourself into self-care and finding the things that refill your cup. Everyone likes to throw out all these different things that have worked for them, like yoga and meditation and you know, even diving back into cooking and eating right and taking walks and, you know, just there's infinite things that can make a person feel better. Doing art, a lot of things. But what this time is about is slowing down, getting quiet, resting in this area to really figure out what works for you for refilling your cup. You could be coming from a place of burnout where you've just really gone on full speed for a long time, and that wears a person out. We weren't made for that. And I think, you know, this time that we're in is kind of showing us that. And our generations right now are seeing the truth in these things, and they're learning the value of this kind of rest and this kind of pouring back into ourselves. And really learning about ourselves and loving on ourselves. So that's where you're at right now. It's a really beautiful space, but it can also be kind of tough. And sometimes we can feel those rougher emotions, right? Because we're actually taking the time to stop, and that's where we feel them. So just give yourself patience and grace in that space and really allow yourself to find whatever it is that you do there. And, you know, don't be too resistant to anything that might come up. The Ace of Pentacles talks about how, you know, you're kind of ready to dive into this new area of life. You know, you're ready to put in, you know, this new effort of creating a whole new beginning in, you know, Pentacles a lot of times talks about your material world. So, you know, starting new jobs, working up towards your wealth, or, you know, wealth doesn't always have to mean money in particular. It can be just a physical wealth or the wealth of the people around you. But no matter what area you're looking at, with this new kind of beginning, you're sowing the seeds right now, and you're getting excited with all of your different ideas, and you're kind of building up your schedule that's going to allow you to do all of these things. And again, it's an exciting place to be, and this is where you can really let yourself dream. And even if these kinds of plans, when you're first starting out in something new, they might change 500 different times. That's okay. Allow yourself to have that openness, and kind of go with the flow of whatever might be coming at you, but have fun with that excitement. Now, the Nine of Cups and Justice paired is kind of an interesting one to me. This Justice card, if you look, when it's in the upright, the woman is almost, looking down at herself, and she's really happy and all of that, but her eyes are more closed. The one on top, when it's in reverse, has her eyes wide open, and she's not necessarily happy. I don't feel like she's sad or anything, but she's looking right at you, or what I'm hearing right now is like she's looking right at herself. It's time to look at yourself, and it's time to look at your past. And from this Nine of Cups, the way it's all tying together in my mind here is like you're maybe hung up on something in what you just came out of, where that burnout might have been, or just whatever the reason is that you're finding that you're needing this rest and everything. There's something there that maybe just didn't quite resolve. It didn't quite get to where you wanted it to be, or the dream didn't quite get fulfilled. Again, that's okay, but there's some kind of lesson to be learned there. So again, take that time in this restful space to figure out what that was, and reflect on it. And in your reflections, don't come at it with judgment or with any negativity, because even in your disappointment and anything that might initially feel kind of bad, there's a lot to be learned if you can just step back and observe it in a more neutral space. So, that's kind of the beginnings of this transmutation of negative feelings into more positive things on the back end, right? So, yeah, I would encourage you to find that and pursue that a little bit more. Okay. Let's go ahead and get. Sometimes I might do some clarifications, but with this reading, it seems very straightforward. And for those of you who are coming to this reading and who this is actually meant for, I feel like it'll click right away. I don't think there's anything that needs clarifying right now. So let's go ahead and grab an advice card. Again, I am using the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck. Oh, upside down. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. The front of these cards is all colorful and kind of spacey, and they have beautiful text on them. I just love it. It's beautiful. Okay, so this one, don't be misled. Let's see what it says. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeests. I guess that's true. And when love speaks, it's always right, and usually bouncy. Well, that's exciting. Game on, the universe. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's pretty straightforward. With all of these things going on, just lead yourself in love, right? All that love that you've poured out to everyone else in the past, pour it back into yourself right now. And when you feel that fear creeping in or those bad things, process them and find the lesson that they can teach you. And then leave those bad feelings in the past. That's where that power will come from. So yeah, continue to love on yourself a lot, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again soon, and I hope you have a great day. Love you lots.